from Factory Honda HRC team manager, friend of the show, came in and co-hosted one time even, Lars Lindstrom. What's up, Lars?
Yeah, what's up? I'm glad to be on the show and be able to talk to the champion of the weekend in studio and live. I'm really excited about that.
Oh, he's got his plate up. He's got his plate up right now. That's bullshit. Yeah, that's
could have been
JT,
yours.
the shirts are on their way. I'm sorry I couldn't have them there in time. The gold wreath around the number one plate there. They're on their way.
Listen, man. I've got a few questions. For one, he had a scoop. I did not. For two, the greats were amateur greats, not pro greats. And Lars, is your bike's not programmed for the pro greats, which I understand are a little different. So there might be some protests.
They all told me to take the scoop off, for one, because it wasn't going to be as good. So you're using it as a bonus, but they were all saying it's not going to be as good on the harder dirt.
Great.
I mean, I got the perfect rebuttal to that right now, and all you have to do is look at the second moto, Eli Tomac with the scoop, Hunter Lawrence with the same exact bike that you rode, tire, everything, same gate even, off the right side of the box, and just pulled the most monster hole shot you can.
He did, and Sexton told me in the interview that he was next to Hunter, and he went, wow, under his helmet.
He did.
Yeah.
He gasped. He said he gasped.
Yeah.
He gasped because he was so far in front of him.
Right.
That was incredible.
So yeah, I was a little worried, Lars, because the first moto start not great, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go with the Matthes curse, maybe. But
the first one was bad. Man. The first one was like, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And listen, you've been my friend for going on 30 years, and I was sad the first one for you because everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. And the first one was
I mean, I had to get used to the factory Honda,
but
you
bogged a bike with so much power.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot of regrets about the whole situation.
Our 450 engine leader, Bob, he was kind of pissed. He's like, dude, I was watching the race, and then I saw you guys doing that. I heard him on the limiter, and then the next day, he didn't get a whole shot or the good start the first moto, and he was saying, damn, Steve Matthes screwed my engine up. And then the second moto, he got a whole shot, and he's like, if he didn't get that, I was gonna be super
Oh, wow. Listen, thanks to you for letting us do it. Thanks to everybody there, Hutch and Cam and everybody. Brandon Wilson, it was really cool you guys let us do this.
Literally,
I know. It's insane.
Cam and Tommy are brushing my gate for practice starts. I'm like, dude, you don't have to do that. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. And they're just like, nope. I'm like, I don't deserve this.
Yeah.
I don't deserve this at all.
No, it was cool. It was awesome to see that. And, again, and Ryan Huffman and Pro Motocross letting us do it. It was just – and we showcased the 2026 Fly gear too. So.
Are you going to tell everyone about the present that Cam and Lars brought to you? Cam's backpack.
Oh yeah. Again, in the department of no one's cheering for me. Cam showed up with a rear fender in his backpack and said, "Hey man, I got this, just in case,
Hey, what's?
And I was like, "Thanks, Cam."
What's a great way to not loop it out is not twist the throttle.
Oh boy.
So you had that covered.
I also said to Cam first thing in the morning, "Hey man, are you Team Steve?" And he's like, "I guess I gotta be." I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah, this is great. I guess I gotta be.
Just feel the enthusiasm.
And Lars, you know what? Honestly, the biggest thing on my group texts is the data that you pulled out, and I put it on my social because whatever. I put it on my Instagram.
Nice.
But I was getting a lot of shit for that, and hey, listen, it's all in fun, but.
Did you see it?
Anthony?
No,
Anthony doesn't need to see it. It's fine.
For sure.
It's fine.
For sure he does.
So yeah, Lars, it was fun. I did think, Lars, I would get a start on him. I'm really kind of bummed I didn't get one. If you told me, hey, JT beat you 3-1 or 4-2, I'd be like, okay, cool, because it was best of 5, right? I'd be okay, cool, but wow, so just didn't think I'd get not one, Lars.
This is Steve's red line.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's Hunter. You see that's flat across the top. That's wide open. That's on the limiter of what they've designed it for. You see Steve.
Okay, he doesn't need to see
35% lower.
It's fine.
There.
You know what? I didn't actually. I saw that Hutch and I think they collaborated with you guys on a post.
Yeah. Yep.
One thing that I think we kind of missed on that part for Get was we could have showcased their data system that anybody can get, and it was pretty cool to be able to overlay Hunter's start that he did right there in front of you to prove that we weren't messing with you, and he absolutely crushed that start.
Yep.
And then overlay that start right onto the top of yours to just really, really drive the nail in for the total humiliation for your start.
Hunter made me nervous. Hunter, when he did that start, I was standing next to Lars, and I'm like, I can't beat that. Like, if Steve does anything near that, I am in a world of trouble.
The one thing, I know Cam brought the fender to loop it out, and I did think to myself, please don't loop this thing out. Please don't loop. But honestly, the way the map is, the way the power comes on, there was no danger of looping it out. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess if I dropped the clutch like no other, but I wasn't going to do that.
Especially at 70% of what the bike's supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Well, you were holding it definitely enough on the line because, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of like, when you watch like amateur races, especially like the kids on the 65s, and the board goes up and they're just sitting there with the bike wide open, just
yep.
For way too early. I mean, that's kind of what you had going on.
I know.
The limiter, which obviously, the bike it would only rev to whatever limit we had it set to, not full wide open, but when you did that, even then, when you kind of dumped the clutch the first time, it still didn't even get close to looping out. So, I mean, It is pretty fail-safe when it comes to that. Your release just was not smooth enough.
No.
Do you know what you're supposed to do? Like,
what do you mean?
On the start? Like, do you have a working understanding of what's supposed to happen? Well, you're rolling before the gate drops.
Because I'm trying to.
So that tells me you don't.
So rolling is a thing I do. Okay.
No, and I'm saying what you're supposed to do, not what you do.
I know.
I'm talking about what you're actually supposed to do.
Sir, the 800 is used rolling to much success.
So now you're comparing yourself against one of the best starters in the history of the sport.
But when people are like, hey, rolling doesn't work, which Phil is one of them.
It doesn't work for you, though.
Phil is yelling at me about rolling.
This doesn't work for you, though.
I know. But also, okay, so back to the in the gear thing. I felt like JT was also doing that on the second start. No, revving the shit out of the bike too early. But I don't think they were doing the card right.
No, that was way faster. That's why I was revved.
Right.
Yeah.
So the second start was way fast.
No, a normal pro start, I would never, ever, ever put my bike into gear until they turn the card.
Okay, so
but he was turning it like amateur. That's the amateur start guy. So there's no way that I'm not going to be ready.
Yeah. So that's where I was at, where I'm like, wait, this is not 5 to 7.
No.
This is
this is the amateur guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'll give you that.
Right. So the first start, I didn't push the map in, despite Cam telling me, push and hold the map to put it in the start map on the Get. I did not do that the first start. That was bad. But then I freaked out about the lack of time, and I'm like, I got to get this thing ready. Like, I got to push this button. I got to find the clutch release. And then, yes, Lars, I was holding it on way too soon.
I still don't think you know what you're supposed to do.
Well, rolling is a technique.
But it doesn't work for you, though.
Yeah. No, we're establishing that.
Right.
But it is a technique.
Like, can you explain to me what you're supposed to do? Like, walk me through what you think is supposed to happen.
Put your feet in front of your foot pegs.
Okay.
Lock your knees in. Chest up against the bars, right? Well, some people regrip, some people don't regrip.
But when you put your feet in front of the pegs, like on blocks, you walk.
I don't have blocks, but
you walk the back of your boot up against the peg, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to create like a pivot point.
Yeah.
So you can leverage yourself against that. Like that doesn't move until you're going, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see you doing that because there's a picture I looked at earlier where both your feet are down 20 feet out of the gate, dragging them.
Listen, there's a lot going on. I understand.
But then put it into gear.
Yep.
Right? Like find what you have that map. I was just kind of going off feel. Get your clutch to the engagement point.
Which I had trouble with that, but yes.
Right. So right when it's wanting to move.
Yep.
So you're as soon as you even let it go immediately, you're rolling forward.
Yep.
Right? Like I feel like you were way too far in with the clutch. Right? So that was creating way too abrupt. Like you're like, because you're all the way in. You're not right at the
I was having
point.
trouble finding that.
Yeah.
And so I was pulling it in, and then one of the starts when I was creeping, it was going. And I was like, okay, like it's going to drop. So I don't want to pull it in, because as soon as I pull it in, it'll drop. So I remember one of them being like, it's going, I can't find the release. I guess I'm going to roll this one. Because if I pull it in, the gate's going to drop.
And the only reason I ask you this, I don't care if you're good at starts or not, but I truly think if Hunter, somebody much better than me, spent 5 minutes with you and walked you through exactly what you're supposed to do, you would be 20% better
Well,
in 5 minutes.
but the idea was
because I was watching, I'm like, you have no idea what you're doing. Like, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's okay, but I think you would get a lot better in a hurry, especially on that bike, if you just did the proper thing.
There was
That's
a
all.
lot going on. There was a lot going on.
Thankfully, there was.
Yeah.
I'm very excited that there was a lot going on because I needed it.
That last one that they showed, Tom got that pretty good on the video too. When the last start, Hunter and Jetta were like, "Oh, we got to jump in. We got to tell you something."
Yeah.
They're just
That's
berating you with information.
Yeah.
You're just like, you can see you're on overload. You're like,
Oh yeah, I'm just like, they're both yelling. They got these accents, and no one knows what they're understanding. English isn't their first language. I don't know what's going on. Yeah,
I like that Hunter too was like, dude, you gotta hold it
wide
I
open.
know.
I could hear him yelling that, and I was on the other side of it.
Cade was filming the first one, and he said Hunter was yelling, "He's not holding it wide open,"
Which is right.
Yeah, which he's right. So yeah, I was at
and your last start was actually
the best one.
You guys were really close, and I think if you would have just been able to kind of lock in and really grab a handful and grab that third, like, you would have been right there.
Yep.
100%.
Yep, ifs and buts, and
I think you missed a good opportunity.
Really, you shouldn't need all that information, right? Because that thing should just get its start all on its own, like you've been saying this whole time. And I guess it kind of turned out. I like that. You didn't like that PR quote that we had, Steve? That hurt your feelings a little bit, or what?
No, that was fine. No, the one that Honda put out today.
Yeah,
no, that was fine. I deserve it. I once again, I was wrong.
Listen, man, I will give you credit. I'll give you credit for multiple things. One, the third start wasn't so bad. I'm telling you, and there's no way in hell you're ever racing that bike at a Loretta Lynn's Regional. Let's start there.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
Okay.
But if you had you started like that, you're top 3. I don't care. Any 50 novice race, whatever, 50 plus race, whatever, you're in the top 3 with that start. I promise you with that.
At least that,
Yeah. And second, you're not scared to walk into the arena.
No.
Like the baseball thing with bets.
Yeah.
This thing, like, I give you credit for that because a lot of people I don't think would want to do that.
No.
You're setting yourself to look bad.
But like when I race Kiefer on the 80 and the 125, like I just think this shit is fun.
It is
like,
fun. Yeah.
Like it is a little bit like, what have I got myself into? But like, fuck it. Like let's all have fun.
It's not like I think a lot of myself riding a dirt bike.
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
and like, obviously there was some really fucking vile stuff on social about my skills and whatever. And like, but honestly, 80% of them, 90% of the comments were like, this is awesome. This is fun. Good job, Steve. Or, like, we're moving on.
And honestly, most of the vile things are because you run your mouth a lot.
Yeah.
Leading up to it.
Yeah.
That's where people are like, I hope he gets torched.
Right.
It's because you set yourself up for it.
But again, like, it's all fun to me.
Yeah,
it's just, it's a awesome opportunity. I can't believe Honda let us do that. Like, it's awesome.
And you had the full pressure of that entire C class behind you, ready to line up. Everybody's watching the entire thing, so that pressure was.
Sexton was there, all these people were there watching.
Like all these other pros,
like even Steve's like, hey, so we did this thing, and Sexton was like, yeah, I was there watching, man.
Yeah,
like, I was right there.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that so many people watched. But
you did like I will give you credit too. You did not look bad. Like the first start, that thing was bad, but that was your first start,
right?
So
right.
Whatever. JT, your second start.
My second was atrocious.
Pretty damn bad.
I didn't know where the RPM limit was. Like I was so in my mind, I'm like, okay, I have 3 starts to figure out a lot of things here. One, where's the RPM limit of what this thing will take? Because I've never done a great start in my life, right? So I don't know. Like, should I be like quarter throttle? Should I be at mid? So the first one was really good. I'm like, okay, let's assume he's really good with this bike. How much can this tire handle on the grate? Well, I found that was too much. Third, I also knew that I was using Hymas's start setup, so it wasn't as low as I probably should have been. So I was like, okay, I went to the second one, way too much RPM. Now I need to back it down, which is I'm still fighting the front end. So I was in my mind, like really quickly trying to work through a lot of things. But to your point, yes, the second one was an abomination.
Your other ones, though, were good. I watched it. I was paying attention a little bit more to Steve in the moment, but then watching the video later and seeing yours, pretty much all yours, you nailed them pretty good. So
I just hated the second one because I kind of knew there was a really strong chance it was going to go poorly because I really cranked the RPM. But
so you're telling me a 15-year pro cannot ride a bike for 5 years and still be good at starts? that what this is?
Yeah, that's good. Well, like kind of like we talked about at the race too. That muscle memory is even I don't ride hardly ever, and
Holeshot.
Not that I'm anybody, but like you can go get especially on concrete like a Nemeth, it's just kind of something that. And I kind of agree with Paul Perubinius. He always says, like the guys that know how to get good starts just get good starts. Like Paul, if Paul was there yesterday, you'd probably Holeshot, the entire race in the pro class.
I told him. I told Steve, you are very lucky it's me and not Paul.
Yeah, Paul is good. He's really good.
So, yeah. So it turns out the Lawrence brothers are a lot of the reason why those starts are that good. Maybe
Oh, you think?
Yeah, maybe it's not just. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I wish you would have done one. Well, I don't want to screw up
I
Hunter's
wouldn't
bike,
do that.
But I wish we had like a throwaway Honda that was about to get crushed at the end of the year. This bike's going to the dumpster.
Right.
Do that.
You know who was the happiest I lost? Like JT, obviously, some fans, and all the people. Like JT said, I'm running my mouth about these bikes. There's a lot of people happy that I lost. A lot of people. You know who I think was
JT? Can I jump in real quick? JT was not happy that you lost. I think JT was just happy that he didn't embarrass himself and do something squirrely and just he actually did what he knew he could do, and he's like, okay, good. I did what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, there was no joy. This was all relief.
Yeah, exactly. It was more of a relief thing for you.
Anyways, go ahead, Steve. The happiest guy, I think, was Kennard.
Oh, yeah.
Trey was very much like, so it's more than a bike, huh? It's more than a bike, huh? Like, Trey was very much happy that I lost. Like, I mean, in a good way. He's Trey Kennard. He's awesome. But he was the most happy, I think. Because
he was one of the originals when we had this conversation over a year ago at Colorado.
Yeah, Lakewood Lakewood last year was the conversation. Yeah. And
that's when you were really, really getting after it. With the
it's all fun and games till you actually got to fucking line up and watch Sugarland do starts.
You got to ride a factory Honda for the second time of your life out of it, though. So good, kudos to you.
No, I know, and that's the most amazing thing. Is like, can you imagine just, hey, Lewis Hamilton, we got a Jeff Gluck here. He's going to drive your car. He's going to drive your car today before the Monza race. Like, that's kind of what happened. That's why our sport's kind of awesome that way, Lars, did you watch the Pro Motocross one? Because they put the actual TV segment up that James and Weege narrated.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that yet. I'll check it out.
Go to Pro Motocross Instagram, and then it's the one that you guys never did air it, right, JT?
No, it's on. It just Pro Motocross Instagram.
Yeah. So it was
in the hopper, but we never ran
They built it with graphics and everything, Lars. It's great. And James is like, JT's got a little bit of the weight advantage there. So you got to watch that one.
It didn't go up on Race Day Live either, did it?
No. I was hoping it would make it.
Okay.
I think, honestly, the toughest part of Race Day Live was we did that wonky schedule with an hour early.
That's right. Yeah.
Threw everything off.
Well, Lars, thanks again. Appreciate that. That was fun.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. I mean, it's been a year and a plus in the making, and didn't look like it was going to happen for a while there. And we kind of got a little jacked on there on the Washougal schedule, thinking that we were being smart by doing it, or me thinking that we were being smart by doing it on the Pro Start. And then they ended up switching all the amateurs to the Pro Start, which made it a little bit hectic. But hey, and I think we're kind of lucky that JT went 3-0, because when you guys were doing your third start, they're like, hey, that's it. We're not doing any more starts. We got to go.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
so I'm sure we could have made it happen by waiting for the next one to go, but it worked out.
Yeah, Ryan Huffman, big supporter of this thing. Really, really behind it a lot.
I would have said that I'm really upset that I didn't get to ride Factory Honda, but I rode Chad's bike a lot.
Yeah.
And end of 11 and 12,
right.
I rode that bike a lot. So
yeah.
I do really want to do a start.
That was my bike, by the way. Thanks.
You're welcome. I wish.
I was wondering why it had so much time on it.
Burner rode a lot too.
Also Burner. Yeah.
I do still want to at some point do one, just because I want to feel what that's like. Like, I've done 12 million starts on normal bikes, very similar to what happened on Friday. But we didn't have fuel maps. We had kind of, but it wasn't this.
Right.
It wasn't this level of sophistication. So I would still, one day down the road, still love to get an opportunity to do that.
That thing sounded decent. Like, I mean, it's just a stock bike, right? But when on the video and all that stuff, I mean,
it's great. Yeah.
Stock bikes are good.
Bike's
dude.
great. No, I just want more like the limiter. and to feel
totally,
what all that stuff is, like as far as I got to ride that bike when Trey brought it out on Sunday too. That bike is awesome.
Oh
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, scoop tire maybe not so much on a hard pack Washougal, but
and we should have changed that for you. That was kind of a miss.
Trey was ripping.